Hello, my wonderful students. This is the second take of this video. It also stopped. Not really sure why. The iPad had a lot of space, but it stopped the video like in the first couple minutes just because it said it was full, and I checked it and there's like, it's not full. So my iPad might be malfunctioning, so I almost broke it, but it's okay. But we're just going to go over what we did and then continue off since we're really pretty much in the beginning of this this part. We didn't really do too much, so we're just going to kind of go over what we did and then finish up the problem. Okay, so first of all, our expression. So this is part 2 of the third foldable. And our expression we have is x over x plus 1 plus 3 over x plus 4 equal to x plus 3 over x plus 4. So the first thing we do, like we always do, is we're going to look for our LCD. And our LCD ended up being x plus 1 times x plus 4, because if you look at the denominators here, we have an x plus 4 here, and we have an x plus 1. So in order to find a common one, we can just multiply these two here and make all of them x plus 1 over x plus 4. So we're going to multiply the LCD to both, or to all three, 1, 2, and 3, like we did here, in order to clear the fraction. Oh, this part should be. Okay, so in order to clear the fraction. Alright, so I went ahead and rewrote my equation, and I had my lowest common denominator, which is x plus 1 times x plus 4 times our first expression, which is x over x plus 1, added to our x plus 1 times our x plus 4 times our second expression, which is 3 over x plus 4, equal to our x plus 3 over x plus 4 times our lowest common denominator, which is x plus 1 times x plus 4. I already found that the first common factor that we factored out is x plus 1 and x plus 1. So this is where the video becomes new, where we left off. So if we look at this one here, these ones share an x plus 4. X plus 4. So we can go ahead and simplify these out here. And we'll do the last one that we have in blue, which is our another x plus 4 over x plus 4. So we're going to go and reduce these as well. Oops, sorry. Alright, so these are the common factors we have. So now that we factored out, so now what we're going to do is kind of rewrite out what we have left. So I know this is x plus 4 times x, but I'm going to use the associative property of multiplication. So it makes it easy for me to distribute. I'm going to put the x in front, times our x plus 4, plus, same thing I did here, I'm going to put the 3 in front to make it easier to distribute. X plus 1, 3 times x plus 1, equal to, and the 2 left over are x plus 3 and our x plus 1. So we cleared the fraction. So now we're going to actually distribute. So we have x times x is x squared. X times 4 is positive 4x. 3 times 1, our plus. 3 times x is 3x. And then our 3 times 1 is 3. Equal to x times x, x squared. X times 1 plus x. 3 times x plus 3x. And 3 times 1 plus 3. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and combine like terms on both sides. We have our x squared here, and then our 4x plus 3x is 7x, and our lonely constant 3 on this side is just itself. Same thing this side, we have our x squared here, x plus 3x is 4x, and then our lonely 3 on this side as well. So we're going to go ahead and subtract everything from the right side to the left side. So we have our minus 3 here, our minus 4x, and our minus x squared. I was only able to subtract each one because they were all positive, but if you have a negative on this side, you have to add, okay? So if there's a negative on the top, you have to add. You have to do the opposite operation. So, but I'm doing it all at once, so I don't have to worry about doing each one because we run out of space. So we put everything where it correlates with, the constants go with the constants, the x go with the x, and the x squared go with the x squared. So I have x squared minus x squared is 0. 7x minus 4x is 3x. 3 minus 3 is 0, equal to 0, because these are all the opposites, right? So we have 3x equal to 0. So now what we got to do is we got to divide by 3. divide by 3, and we see that x is equal to 0. So this is our answer that we have so far. X is equal to 0. So the first thing we got to do, actually let's go ahead and do our excluded values to make sure that it's not in the excluded value, 0. So we're going to take our LCD, so we're going to work on the excluded value. So we got to look at our LCD, which is our x plus 1, set it equal to 0, and then we have our x plus 4, set it equal to 0. That's our LCD. So minus 1, minus 1, x is equal to negative 1, and then minus 4, x is equal to negative 4. So x cannot equal negative 1 or negative 4, which is good because we got 0. Let's go ahead and box off our excluded values. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and do our check. So, I'll circle it out after just so it's not in the way. But we do our check to make sure x is equal to 0. So we go ahead and plug it into our original equation here. We have 0 over 0 plus 1, because it's our x over x plus 1. 0 over 0 plus 1. Plus our 3 over x, which is 0 plus 4, equal to 0 plus 3 over 0 plus 4. So we see this ends up being 0 over 1, which ends up being 0, plus our 3 over 0 plus 4 is 4, equal to 0 plus 3, 3, 0 plus 4, 4. So we see this ends up being 0, so this is check. These are both the same. 3/4 is equal to 3/4. Alright, so that's good. I'm going to circle this up as well because our check is good. So now we can go ahead and write our conclusion. So we have therefore, comma, x equals 0 is our solution. Might as well have use purple this time around. Box this up here. Alright, cool. So that was the second part of Foldable 3.